I'm an American. That means that I live in one of the greatest countries on the planet. We have the best musicians, the best food, and the smartest people. America also loves anything digital. We have digital music, digital newspapers, digital food, digital pets, and we even have a digital president. If you can make something digital, you know that millions and millions of Americans are going to try and get their hands on it. I'm guessing this was the idea that pushed Amazon to release the Kindle. In case you've been living under a rock, or at least Kansas for the past couple of months, the Kindle is an electronic book reader. Yeah, that's right. Amazon has created a device that replaces something that you hold in your hand, has words on it, and that you scan over with your eyes to gather information with something shiny that you hold in your hands, displays words, and you scan over with your eyes to gather information. The Kindle is about the size of a book, which is about 8 inches by 5 inches, but who cares, the screen is only about 6. And the immense pleasure one might get from turning a page is now retarded down to a press of a button, because apparently turning a page was too time consuming. The digital books that you'll read on this thing will cost you about $10, which, is about half that a hardbound book. But isn't that just great? But if you think that is amazing, guess what? The Kindle 2 has an astonishing 16 shades of gray. I know what most of you are thinking, holy crap, 16 shades? That's more shades of gray than I have fingers. Okay, come on now. That's just stupid. 16 shades of gray? Now, while reading really doesn't require that much color, that's not all that the Kindle does. It can read newspapers in gray. It can read some popular blogs in gray. And it can access Wikipedia in all of its 16 shades of glory. It's like a gift from heaven. And guess what else the Kindle can do? Well, not much else. It's an electronic book reader, and that's exactly what it is. Oh, and did I mention that the Kindle costs $349? So for $349, you can get the internet, and newspapers and books all in 16 shades of gray. The Kindle also has an awesome text-to-speech feature that not only makes it so you no longer have to read a book, but you can also give the people to make the audiobooks the finger at the same time. Again, this thing costs $349, and with its 16 shades of gray, it literally looks like the retarded baby of a public library and a Game Boy Pocket. What I also don't seem to understand is that this thing is constantly sold out. People are actually buying this thing. They purposefully eat TV dinners and candy they stole from babies for 2 months, just so that they can have enough money to buy the friggin' thing. Are these people trying to seem more hip than the other sweater-wearing, mocha-sipping New York Times readers in whatever Starbucks is within Segway distance of their houses? Hey, look at me! I got an overpriced Game Boy Pocket here in 2009 that can read books, suckers! Imagine all the underpaid kids in Tijuana or something slaving away at a poorly lit factory breathing in whatever that weird green haze is coming off the machines just so they can make your Kindle. Do you know how I could tell you suckers are getting ripped off? Amazon themselves developed a free, might I mention, application for the iPhone that does everything that the Kindle can. Yeah, it can read your books, it can read your newspaper, it can read your blogs. And it can also access Wikipedia, just like the Kindle. But then again, since it's on the iPhone, it has not just Wikipedia, but the entire internet in color. The iPhone can also play music, videos, and basically whatever else the heck you want it to. But the real kicker is that it costs less than the Kindle. It has your 3G that you need to download your books. It has your unsatisfactory page turning, and it puts your Harry Potter or Twilight or Taming of the Shrew or what have you at your fingertips, and it costs $300. And while granted, that comes with a 2-year contract with AT&T, there's always the cheaper iPod Touch, which is $100 cheaper than the Kindle. And though granted it doesn't have the 3G, and you need a hotspot in order to get the internet and stuff, it is still way better than the Kindle in way of features. So let's see, I could pay $349 for 16 Shades of Grey and a book reader. I could pay $300 for millions of colors, a phone, a book reader, or I could pay at least $220 for 8 gigs of music, videos, the entire internet, again in color, and a book reader. Yeah, I'd see why you'd want a Kindle. So, this is America. We are the smartest country on the planet. We, or at least I, know a stupid product when I see one. The Kindle is just a fad and it'll soon disappear. It's about as logical as hiring Helen Keller to be a lifeguard, and it's just an oversized Game Boy Pocket that can read simple text. I mean, at least with a Game Boy you can relive the glorious childhood you once had. But what do you get with a Kindle? A dull 16 Shades of Grey with the option to have Stephen Hawking read crap about Edward Cullen to you? Man, I should know what I want for Christmas.